The biggest problems I see in the bedroom aren't caused by age at all. They come from tiny misunderstandings about her body, her fluids, and what they truly mean. Today, I'm going to break one silent myth that has held men back for decades. And once you hear it, you'll never think about intimacy the same way again. I'm Dr. Rena Malik, a urologist and men's health specialist with 5 years of clinical experience. And today, I'm going to give you advice that most men never hear in their lifetime. This is the kind of conversation that might make you blush a little, but I promise you it will change the way you think about intimacy, confidence, and even your health as a man. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Rena Malik Hub, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing how far this community reaches, whether it's a busy city apartment, a quiet retirement town, or somewhere in between. Now, let's get into it. Here's the truth that nobody tells older men. Intimacy does not retire. Passion doesn't have an expiration date. Yet, I see too many men giving up, thinking they're too old for deeper connection, or worse, that their body is betraying them. But here's the myth we need to bust today. Problems in the bedroom are not always just age. Often they're linked to small, manageable habits, things you can change starting right now. And today, we're going to explore one of those exact topics men ask me about all the time. Intimacy practices that feel taboo to discuss, but actually open the door to more trust, more pleasure, and better performance. I've spent the last 5 years as a urologist helping men just like you, men in their 50 seconds, 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond, reclaim confidence in their health and their intimate life. I can tell you this, the science is clear. When men understand how the body really works, the biology, the emotions, and the day-to-day reality, they make better choices. They reconnect with their partners and they rediscover a kind of freedom many thought they had lost forever. So today I want to break it all down into clear, practical advice you can use. Let's walk through 5 key truths and mistakes men often make about intimacy, fluids, and connection, each one building on the last. Stay with me because number 1 will surprise you the most. Habit mistake number 5, thinking vaginal fluids are dirty. Let's start here because this is the root of so much embarrassment. Vaginal fluids are not random moisture. They're a masterpiece of the human body. Biologically, they're produced by 3 main sources. The Bartholin's glands, which secrete silky fluid to reduce friction. The skin's glands, sometimes called the female prostate, adding more lubrication during arousal. The cervix, which provides mucus that protects and balances the vaginal environment. These fluids are mostly water, plus amino acids, enzymes, minerals, and lactic acid, designed to protect delicate tissue, reduce infection risk, and make intimacy safe and pleasurable. Emotionally, when a man rejects or judges these fluids, it can create shame in a woman. Practically, it damages trust and makes intimacy feel unsafe. So here's the shift. Don't think of fluids as gross. Think of them as the body's natural signal that connection is possible and safe. Habit mistake number 4, ignoring taste and smell. This is the number 1 private question men ask me. What about the taste or smell? Here's the biological truth. Fluids vary. Diet, hydration, hormones, stress, and even medications all change the profile. Pineapple, citrus, and hydration, often fresher, lighter taste. Garlic, onions, alcohol, or coffee, stronger edge. Hormones around ovulation, fluids are neutral. Around menstruation, a faint metallic note. After menopause, fluids may be less abundant or slightly more acidic. Emotionally, here's what matters. Variation is normal. No 2 men smell the same after a workout. No 2 women taste the same either. Practically, if there's a sudden unpleasant change with discomfort, it's usually a common treatable imbalance like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infection. That's a doctor's visit, not a deal breaker. The mistake is turning normal variation into criticism. Gentlemen, acceptance is more arousing than judgment. Habit mistake number 3, overlooking safety. Now, the big question, is it safe to swallow fluids? The short answer for healthy couples, yes. Fluids are mostly water, enzymes, and protective compounds. In fact, they're biologically less risky than things we do without thinking, like kissing or sharing drinks. But here's the caution. Fluids can carry sexually transmitted infections, just like semen or blood, chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, syphilis, trichomonas, HIV. The risk is higher if one partner has an active infection, and even more if the receiving partner has mouth sores, bleeding gums, or ulcers. Biologically, risk exists. Emotionally, honesty is the safeguard. Practically, the fix is simple. Know your status, test together, and use barriers when needed in new relationships. The mistake is assuming no symptoms means no risk. True intimacy comes with trust and transparency. Habit mistake number 2, staying silent out of embarrassment. I've seen couples lose connection not because of illness, but because of silence. A change in smell, a question about safety, a curiosity about trying oral intimacy. Left unspoken, it grows into shame. Biologically, the body is always changing. After menopause, after illness, even after a change in diet, fluids change too. Emotionally, when couples hide concerns, the other partner feels rejection without explanation. Practically, small issues go untreated, intimacy becomes awkward, and partners pull away. The mistake is silence. The solution is communication with kindness, curiosity, and respect. Habit mistake number 1, forgetting the emotional power of acceptance. This, my friends, is the most powerful lesson. When a man embraces his partner fully, including her fluids, he communicates, I accept you completely, I trust you, I love every part of you. Biologically, that acceptance helps a woman relax, which deepens arousal and increases natural lubrication. Emotionally, it heals years of quiet shame women have carried about their bodies. Practically, it makes intimacy joyful, playful, and fear-free. The biggest mistake men make is thinking intimacy is just mechanics. In reality, the strongest performance enhancer you'll ever discover is your partner feeling fully accepted. So, what do you do with all this? Here's a simple 3-step action plan. Have the health conversation, gently suggest testing together. It's not mistrust, it's partnership. Twice a year is a healthy standard. Pay attention. Don't judge. If something smells different, suggest a refreshing shower together. Encourage hydration or support her in checking with her doctor. Approach it as a team. Practice acceptance. Remind yourself her individuality is not a flaw. Her fluids are not dirty. They're a sign of health, readiness, and trust. I know some of you might still feel shy about this topic. That's okay. But let me reassure you, you are not alone. Every man in my clinic asks these same questions. Every couple worries about the same things. And when they finally talk about it with honesty and care, their intimacy not only survives, it thrives. Remember this, safety does not kill romance. Safety builds trust, and trust makes passion last for decades. So gentlemen, here's the final takeaway. Passion doesn't retire. Your 60s, 70s, even 80s can be your most connected, most confident years if you let go of shame, embrace acceptance, and care for your health together. Don't waste money on gimmicks or unsafe pills. Care for your body, talk openly with your partner, and embrace intimacy fully. If this video spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with another man who could use this reminder.